GMGers and GMGettes, are you ready?
Countdown, 60 seconds to get ready for the Good Morning Gang morning show. It's time to get ready. Get your coffee, tea, trees, or whatever need be. Then put on your seatbelt. We're going on a journey. We'll discuss trending topics, music and breaking news to help get your morning right. Big Phil speaks, giving you his one-of-a-kind point of view. It's a GMG, and we're family. So as we count down to the start of the show, prepare for the unexpectedly. If you know, you know. Tell 1 to 7 of your friends to come in. Share your love for the show. We're about to begin the GMG countdown.
Yeah, it's time to wake yourself up. It's the Good Morning Gang morning show. You feel me?
Good morning to you. Hey, looky. What do we have here? I don't know, probably the best morning show ever hit the atmosphere. Let's be clear, there's plenty of others that do it B.I.G. But keeping it a buck though, none to get you up though like G&G. With all the news and real point of views you can use. Light and heavy topics we peruse, even a laugh or two. What you talking? Good morning gang, be the issue. And take your friends and them, can and all, come on in, tune in. You ain't gonna want them in state, and even the chosen haters that hate us, we end up being their favorite. Cause from 8 to 10, we get it in, believe that. I mean, from where else could you go when you a part of the show? Definitely GMG, cause when you show love, we show love back. First thing in the morning, we get you through, so after the yawning, wash up and wipe your face, get your snacks to come on in, get comfy, but most importantly, in all caps, hey. Hold on, let me get this together. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, GMGers and GMGettes, it's your boy, Big Phil Speaks. And this is the Good Morning Gang Morning Show brought to you by myself, huh? And that good GMG, Good Money Gang. Listen, we in the building, we are in the building. Yeah, we back like we never left. I shaved today, so I'm looking fresh to death. Ah. Let me stop it. Let me stop it. How y'all feeling? How are you feeling? How are you feeling? Before I go any further, y'all know what it is, but before I go any further, there's a lot of allegedlys that I'm gonna talk about today. So I got to give this warning. I got to give this warning. You hear me? Where you at, warning? There you is.
One.
Warning, warning, warning. Federal law, Title 17 U.S.C. Section 107 allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted material under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. Fair use allows for the quoting of copyrighted material in the creation of a new work for purposes included but not limited to criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, or research. Fair use preserves the free flow of culture, baby. That part.
My bad. Let me. I was muted. Damn it, Jim. What I was saying was, it's something about a shave, a fresh shave. It make you feel like you're back to life, back to reality. And I'm here. It's Friday. Listen, episode 309 of them things. Episode 309 of them things. All on my DIZNIYEE. Cause they be all on my nutsack. Listen, but I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good mood. You hear me? All on my nutsack. Yeah, but they can have at it. All on my nutsack. Yeah, listen, we gonna keep going forward. The roll call. Ooh, 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 we got it in the building. Polo Dolo riding solo from the Kansas City way. Crack baby, trick baby, crack baby. Peep scheme, wag, graduated. Good morning to you, young dreads. What's goody like the mob? It is GMG, ain't it dope? Houston home team, huh? Let me start calling you Uptown Slam, huh? GMG in the building. Uptown J from around the way. My homegirl is in the building. It's timing. What's goody like the mob? Tybo! Tybo! I don't know. Tiffany. Good morning to ye. Sexy sugar mama's in the building. Good morning. I know, y'all. I know I had muted myself and forgot to unmute myself. It's all good. It's all good. Is the video not synced to the audio? No, I was on some bullshit, some bullshit. Look. I know. But it's all good. It's all good. Listen, big feel this and big feel that. Talk about big. I ain't even gonna go. Intro be about 30 minutes. Nah, it ain't gonna be 30 minutes. Simply Nay, what's goody like the mob, huh? Look, welcome home, Simply Nay. You've been gone too long, huh? You've been gone too long. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, it is the 29th day of May. Can you believe it? Clap your hands, and we already in June of 2026. Good God Almighty, time keeps on slipping into the future. Yeah, baby. It's one of them days. It's one of them mornings. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Listen, we made it. We made it. Those that are here and those that are coming to this space. I mean, to this live in a little while. We made it. We made it amongst the blessed and living because there's some people that didn't unfortunately get to wake up today and see today. So you better thank God that you're here, no matter what it is you got going on, no matter what weight is on your back, no matter what ailments run through your body, no matter what deficiencies are running through your mind. Be thankful that you're here. So while you're here, you better make today the best day ever and live it like it's golden, huh? And while you're living your best life today, plan, plot, and strategize so that if you're so blessed to wake up tomorrow, you make it an even better day than today. That part, huh? That part. Good morning, good morning. Y'all share the live if you would. Share the live if you could. Dev Lee is in the place to be. You were shaking up the internet yesterday, Dev Lee. I seen you. I seen you shaking up the internet. Lord have mercy. Good morning, though. Yeah, share this live if you would. For those tapping in and tuning in from other areas, places, and spaces, talking about X, formerly known as Twitters, talking about Facebook, Twitch, Instagram. That's it, Twitch, right? Yeah, y'all come on over here and be a part of this situation, be a part of the conversation. On top of that, on top of that, make sure you hit the thumbs up for your boy. Boop, boop. And they got a new feature called hyping it. For those watching it on their computers, tablets, etc. It might be under the video on mobile devices. You might have to hit that three dot drop down and it'll say hype or hype the video. Click on that because it'll help boost the algorithm and get more eyes on the situation or whatever the case may be. Is the video blurry or is it just me? Let me see. Let me move on over here. Hold up. Hold up. When we roll up. It is slightly blurry. It is slightly blurry. I don't know what the hell is going on. It is slightly blurry. I don't know what the figure is going on. It'll get better. It'll get better. We know we're not worried. We're not worried. We got to roll with the punches, improvise. It's a little blurry. It's all right. It'll come back in. It'll come back in. It's all right. No worries for the worry. You hear me? No worries for the weary. But anyway, as we push on until it gets right, we see you though. We know you're not catfish. That part, huh? Imma talk through it, and we gonna keep on with the keep on. That's all. Just blame it on old Frumpy Frump. That part, Rashad. Because listen, I've been saying a whole lot of things. It might be some people up at the YT that don't like what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So I got to keep on pushing. That's it right there. But anyway, it's my Boost Mobile. No, you didn't, Nelly Nail. No, you didn't. Not I'm frozen. Hold on, let me see something. Um, hold on, let me see. Time keeps on slipping, slipping into the future. Ooh wee. Lord have mercy. Let me see. I refresh this, see if it come back. Okay, it's back. It's blurry. It's back, but it's blurry. Anyway, we gonna keep pushing, man. We gonna keep pushing. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna worry about it. Un- I could take me off the screen. I could take me off the screen, and we could talk without me on the screen. But anywho, uh, this first story. Hopefully, this video ain't too blurry for y'all. Out of Galveston, Texas. I thought my eyes were messing up today. Yeah, it's your eyes. It's your eyes. Out of Galveston, Texas. Imagine yourself being on a roller coaster ride and the roller coaster ride breaks down while you in midair going up. Imagine the roller coaster ride breaks down while you going up and you stuck on this some of my well, I don't know how long until they can get you off this joint. Listen, now your hat says MAGA is brazy. I could never. I would never. They ain't gonna look, young Dre's, they ain't gonna Toby me. I'll be forever Kunta. You hear me? They ain't gonna Toby me, never. But anyway, imagine getting stuck on a roller coaster and you going straight up and that joint break down and you just stuck there. You don't know if it's gonna do this, do that, and you gotta wait at the beck and call of your rescuers. Check this video out. Galveston, Texas. What the hell is going on? Look at them. They trying to rescue the people. Could you imagine? And you straight, like you make the wrong move and feel like you about to peel out of your seat. Yeah, that was funny talking about some damn now my hat say, I wish the hell if my hat ever said that, y'all see me in the streets, y'all better open your hand real big and hit pause and swing like a swing like you playing handball. You hear me? That's why I don't do roller coasters anymore. You just never know, and too many stories. And look, and for you top heavy women that got them things, you get caught up on a ride like that, them joints gonna be smacking you and the row behind. Pow, pow! Oh, my hat, bring my hat back. They gonna be smacking you and the row behind you. Pow! Oh shit. One of them gonna be sitting on your face, and one of them gonna be sitting on the face of the person sitting right behind you. Listen, I'm chill. It's Friday though. It's Friday. Happy Friday, right? One of them things gonna be sitting on the side of your head like a cell phone, and the other one gonna be sitting on somebody else's forehead behind you, and it ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about it. I'm just saying. Was this at the theme park or fair? That part, hold on. I did have the information. I did have the information. Thank you, Devly. I did have the info, the 411s. Let me see. Let me turn my phone down before we start talking. Do 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 do. Let me see. It says riders were stranded atop the Iron Shark roller coaster in Galveston on Thursday evening. The ride came to a halt around 5:30 p.m. So I guess that's at a theme park. I'm guessing it's at a theme park. The Iron Shark. Some of my Texas folks, Houston folks, Galveston area folks would know whatever that is. I don't do rides at the fair. They put them up so quick. Yeah, sometimes they don't take proper time in putting them together. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's why you have some of those accidents that happen at the fairs or whatever. Illa do pre, good morning to ye. Aight, not too much on us. Hey, Nelly Nail. Hey, 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 Nelly Nail, welcome be up here like this, and you gonna be resting your head on it like a pillow. Like, since I got the be here, I might as well just lay to the side. And then the other one just gonna be over on somebody else's head. Pow! Probably gonna knock them unconscious. I'm just saying. She said, "Not too much on us. Listen, have at it, have at it." Have at it. Listen, I don't know what's going on with this signal, but Imma fix all that. Imma fix all that because something ain't right. That theme park would go bankrupt so bad after I was done with them. Shaking my head. Could you imagine sitting up there? Right. Blood rushing from your feet to your head. You know what I'm saying? You probably got a damn headache. And please don't be sitting behind somebody that got a queasy stomach because it's gonna be a problem from everybody behind you. I mean, everybody behind that person with a queasy stomach. Let them get the Earl, and they're gonna turn their head. When they turn their head, it's just gonna go pluck, 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 and splash everybody, huh? They might be hacking me. Lord have mercy. Listen, tell them hack these. Tell them hack these nizzles. That's what they can hack, huh? Look at Polo Dodo. Polo Dodo said, "Freedom Friday." You got to say the whole slogan, Polo. Freedom Things Friday. It's a difference, huh? Freedom Things Friday. It's the morning show. Let me bring it back, y'all. Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna keep moving on. But damn, could you imagine you gotta be sitting up at a 90-degree angle from oh my God. I would hate it. I was like, man, look, get me up on this, Joe. I promise you my big ass ain't getting on this ride again. And then that's another thing, right? Even when I was much smaller, right? Even when I was much smaller, I found that the seats, a lot of the roller coaster and ride seats are for anorexic, skinny, small, petite individuals. Even when I was cut up like a bag of dope, had me a couple of muscles and all that. I noticed that the things that go over here that clink in was having problems clinking in. The junk that come down to sit in your lap. I said, man, I said, it's telling me something. Either I'm too old or I'm getting too big to be on these damn rides. That means, Phil, get your ass the hell on the side or something like that. Shout out to everybody tapping in from the good IG, the Brave Maroon, Damn Shame Podcast, E3 Mama, La Rochelle's Piper, uh, Boogie Lachey, Terry Jones, Miss Nasia, Lulu Jampan, Samuel I Am, Lady Coach Samantha, what you doing over there? You need to be over here. Again, always Tika and Diabolical Prayers 47 is crazy. Hell yeah, my hips used to hurt like hell. You feel me? Like, and I'm talking about when I was smaller, like, nice little size or whatever the case may be. I ain't that damn big, but at the same time, you know. But when I was younger, I was like, hold up, like, what they trying to do? I get it. Theme parks really have children and young adolescents in mind. I get it. But adults be liking the roller coasters. We like to get on the roller coaster. At least I did, or whatever the case may be. Especially when I realized when you close your eyes, it makes that drop worse. So I started opening my eyes. I started enjoying roller coasters even better. You know that first drop, that clink, clink, clink. Matter of fact, where they at on this stuck on the video? They was going up for that first humongous drop. If you leave your eyes open, the experience is a lot better than when you close your eyes. You close your eyes, it's like your stomach is right up here, your Adam's apple for the fella. Your stomach right up here. You like, you feel like the chair's gone and the world is coming to an end. But if you open your eyes, yeah, it's still a little unnerving, but you get the thrill of it. You like, yeah, you be with all the bullshittery. You hear me? Peeps game. Wagwan, brethren. But Imma move on. Imma move on with the move on, huh? By now, y'all have heard of the viral story of the young boy who walked through the neighborhood and smelled. Oh, by the way, pause, side note, if y'all hear me sniffling and all that, my allergies are bothering me this morning, so bear with me on that too. Bear with me on that too. But anywho, the little boy that was walking through the neighborhood, diddy bopping through the neighborhood, he got the smelling the good from the barbecue. He got the smelling the good from the barbecue, and he boldly and brazenly went and knocked on the neighbor's door. Hey, my name Lil Roscoe. Can I get a plate? You gonna give me the plate or do I have to take the y'all check this video out. I know y'all done seen it already though, but some people had mixed feelings and emotions about both him knocking on the door and the lady's response at the time or whatever. But going back to my time or whatever, this was a frequent occurrence. I'm gonna be 100. But y'all check this video out. Hopefully it'll be clear enough for you, huh?
I ain't trying to be rude though, but you still grilling?
Nah, we done.
Oh, y'all just finished today?
Yeah.
Y'all got some leftovers?
Nah, we ain't ate yet.
Oh, it's almost done.
What you need, man?
I'm trying to get some food. I saw y'all grill, but I was like, y'all grilling?
Do you live up the street?
Yeah.
Okay, well, next time we grill, I'll make sure to get something extra for you. Okay. Okay. What's your name?
Jock West.
Jock West. I'm Miss Ariel.
Ari. My sister's name is Ari.
Jock West. Do you like? It's not grilling, but do you like Cheeto Puffs?
Yeah.
You like Cheetos? Okay.
Okay.
Here you go, bud.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day. Okay.
I
Be,
got you next time, man.
Okay.
I got you next time, man.
be safe, Jock West. Okay. Bye.
Yeah, listen. For some of y'all young whippersnappers and some of y'all fake bougie individuals and some of y'all that forgot about the olden days, this was a frequent occurrence. I did it. My homies did it as little kids or whatever, but your neighbors knew you. And most times they offered you a plate. Hey, what y'all do? Y'all want to come get a plate? My grandmother's house, the house I grew up in, that big green house, we barbecued and cooked out frequently. And my uncle's friends from across the street, that way around the corner, my friends, My little cousin's friends was all in the backyard. It wasn't just the family, but it was the family and friends affair. And my house was always the spot where they wanted to come because they knew my grandmother was getting busy, and my uncle would be on the grill grilling and all that, and the pools, the little blow up pools would be in the backyard, and we'd be doing what we do. That part. They said, speaking of amusement park, do you remember when we went to Kings Dominion and we all had on our hammer pants and did the New Edition video? A fact of back down memory lane. Long whoop was goody like the mob. He said, give me a play. Hey, Rashad Houston. That's how it was. I don't know about y'all neck of the woods. I don't care if you're from Texas. I don't care if you're from New York. I don't care if you're from Florida, from LA, the Bay Area, Chicago, Detroit, from the DC. That's how we got down. You hear me? Like, you grilling? Can I get a plate? Phil, bring your little bad ass on here and get you a plate, huh? Yeah. Or you would be invited over. Yeah, we having a cookout. And in my era, we had a bunch of block parties back then. We had a bunch of block parties. I was blessed that one of the homies, older OGs that lived up on Longfellow Street, had he led a go-go band, and they would always have a block party up on in between 13th and Longfellow and Colorado Avenue or whatever the case may be. And it would be lit. It would be lit. Those were the days. Charlie Hustle. What's goody like the mob, huh? What's goody like the mob? They don't even have to know you. You still have gave a plate to a child and walked that child home and told the story how the child came. Yeah, yeah. Excuse me. But when I was coming up, all the neighbors knew me anyway. They knew me for one reason or another. My uncle friends used to call me Curly. I hated that name as a little kid though, but I had a little curly little, you know what I'm saying? But my uncle's friends called me Curly. Other than that, I was Lil Phil at the time or whatever the case may be. And Lil Phil, like I said, me, my homie Zeke, and a couple others would always go on escapades and missions, like the Little Rascals or whatever, like the Stand By Me crew. And while we on our escapades, the neighbors, there was a couple neighbors on Zeke block, there was a couple neighbors on my block, and couple across the way on the other side of Madison and Montague for that matter, that always had either goodies, snacks, or whatever. And they see us coming down the block, two houses over from where I lived at. Ah, shit, Mr. Mr. Jimmy. Mr. Jimmy always had snacks and goodies. He wasn't on no pervert stuff. He wasn't on no pedo stuff. None of that. He just looked out for the kid, the children in the neighborhood. Well-to-do old man that you know what I'm saying? He didn't want you come begging, but he always offered. He didn't want you come begging because we tried a couple times knocking on that door, see if we can get some candy. Now you can't be you don't do that. But then he would willingly give out candy all the time, whatever. But those were the days. Things were a lot different back then. That's a fact, man. Listen, though, man, I'm gonna start telling more of my childhood stories. I promise you. I think I'm gonna do it on TikTok. If y'all not following me on TikTok, there may be some on here, or I might do it on TikTok and then repost it here. But yeah, man, back in the days, man. So that's how they came with the little show, Little Bill, Little Phil. Nah, I ain't got no. I never had a peanut head like Little Bill though, but I know a couple people that look like Little Bill, even as they grown up, look like Little Bill. You can't do that. That's a fact. You know why we can't do that more so than not is the fact that one, we don't half know our neighbors. One, two, there's so many more cultures in our neighborhood that don't understand each other or don't want to understand each other, whether it be language barriers, whether it be cultural or racial traditions that are different, whether it be smells from cooking or body smells or whatever the case may be, keep us divided or whatever the case may be. Well, back in the days, it didn't matter if you was a knucklehead or goody two shoes. Everybody knew everybody. Everybody looked out for everybody. I had a little two girls. Erica, Erica, Erica too. She lived diagonal from my house. her uncles, Fats, Sam, and Skitty, Tony too, were my uncle's two of his closest friends or whatever the case may be. She used to come home from school and snitch on me every damn near every day. Her and another girl named Sandra, who changed her name to Nail later on, uh, used to snitch on me. They used to come by my house. If they didn't tell on their way home, I remember there was a time when I got a spanking damn near every day of the school year. This one day, I was like, the teacher ain't call home. I'm good. I'm good. And I had did something real. I forgot what it was I did, right? My damn aunt, my youngest aunt. Oh my God. Auntie, if you see this, you was a snitching ass knuckle. She went across the street. She was over at the Two's house chilling. And Erica told her what I did in the class. My aunt brought her ass home and told my mother. And I just happened to be in the tub, taking my bath, getting ready for to go to bed. To go to bed. I'm like, do 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 do, singing in the background. You know what I'm saying? Playing with my toys in the tub, singing, having a good time. My mama kicked that door and boom with that big ass belt she used to have. Oh my God. I'm looking at her like, "But what I had did, what I had did." She grabbed me by one hand and lift me up like she had the strength of the Lord and pulled me out the tub. And the other hand went to whoosh. I was like, "But what I did?" I'm like, "No." Ah. She said, I asked you, was you good at school today? And you said, yeah, you got my ass. She said, you told me you was good at school today. I was. You still lying. And then she told me that I ain't gonna mention my aunt name. She said, "Yeah, your aunt just came from over at the Two's house, and Erica told her you did da 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 da." You know, I'm huffing and puffing. In my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna get her ass in school. I'm gonna get her. And my mom was like, you better not say nothing wrong to that girl. You better not even look at her funny. I hate her. The one day, the one day I was like, man, I got away with it. I was like, I was good. I had made it to bath time, about to go night night. You hear me? Oh, that door kicked open like it was a police raid. I said, what the hell is going on? And when I seen that belt in her hand, I was like, and I'm not thinking nothing about the school because I ain't hear no phone ring or nothing. I ain't hear no la 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 ling ling ling. I ain't hear no teachers calling or her talking to no teachers. So I'm like, I'm good. My bad man aunt gonna snitch on me, and Erica snitched on to her. You ain't got me. Hey, Mom, I'm just saying. Mom tore me up. It was like double time. And you know when you're in the bathtub, your pores is all open and you're wet. So pause. You know that type of spanking, it hurt more because your pores is open. That sting is extra stinging. And I'm just hey, Nelly, no. I was hurt up. I think I was physically hurt, but my soul was hurt. And when I got to school the next day, and the girl liked me though. The little girl liked me. I ain't gonna lie. But I looked at her. I looked at her like, boy, if looks could unalive a person, she'd have stopped breathing right there. Cause I looked at her and I cut my eyes and I was I'm not talking to that girl. Sheesh. It's 22 watching and only 13 likes. Thank you, young Dreads. I was like, man, listen, but those were the days. But long story short, I always tell the stories. The neighborhood was a neighborhood. The community was a community. We looked out for each other. And getting a plate, getting a cup of sugar, getting, a couple eggs, getting this, that, and the third. There was never no problem with borrowing from the neighbors or them borrowing from us. Even if we half didn't have it, we still looked out for the cookout because they looked out for us. And that's how it was. Man, you bringing back memories. That belt was mightier than a sword. You hear me, Charlie Hustle? Listen. Listen. And I'm gonna progress the story forward or whatever the case may be. This next video shows what the neighbors did for the young man after this fact. I guess they felt moved or whatever. I don't know if it was after they put the video up and the virality of it. Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on. It subsided. I thought I was gonna have to sneeze, ladies and gentlemen. I hate that feeling when it's the feeling like somebody going like dicka 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 right up in your nose, right up about here. I thought it was coming, but this next video, they threw a little something, something, and invited him and I think his sister over us so they can get them a proper plate. I think it was like a little pizza party or something. But they did the neighborly thing. They did the neighborly thing. You hear me? Thank you, sexy sugar mama.
Say hey, Saya.
It's not barbecue, is it, Jaquez?
No.
No. Is it good though? Yeah.
Oh, and she looked like she's a young neighbor too. Oh, that's what I'm talking about, right? That's what I'm talking about. Getting to know your neighbors so you can have good moments like that, wholesome moments, innocent moments. Even though you be like, man, what this boy doing knocking on our door? Innocent moments, because kids gonna be kids. Kids gonna be kids. And I've been places, space, and they look at you like, you got any more of that? You got some extra? I've had a couple kids come up to me in the store, was like, "Could you buy this for me?" And they mother looking at him like, "Boy, I will whoop." Nah, he good. I got him. Bloop, bloop, bloop. And buy him a little candy or whatever it is or whatever. Because I've been there. Listen, as a kid, we been and we knew mama said, you better not ask nobody for nothing. Matter of fact, you don't even look at the damn candy or the toys. And I'm looking anyway, like, oh, can I have this? That was nice of them. That's what life's about, seeing smiling faces. That part, that's what's missing today. That's what's missing today with all this social media and all this bickering and bullshiggity. Back in the days was when memories were truly made. And it's still a possibility. It's still a possibility. But like I was saying to Tiffany's statement, you got to learn your neighbors. You got to learn your neighbors and learn which ones are the good ones and which ones were the bad ones. Now you got so many more people of all kinds of backgrounds, mental issues, uh, um, wicked intentions that's living amongst you or whatever the case may be. Because back when I was coming up, Chocolate City was Chocolate City. Like Thin Line Between Love and Hate. When you say you will put more chocolate in Chocolate City. Well, DC was just that, Chocolate City. Now, which I don't have no problem with it to a certain degree. It's 31 flavors like Baskin and Robbins, huh? Where you got all kinds of persuasions and races and cultures and all that. And I don't necessarily have a problem with that. What I do have a problem is, like I said, them trying to snatch history, change names of neighborhoods, move out the good people of the neighborhood, make it unaffordable, hiking taxes up, and trying to push people out or whatever, and move other people in or whatever the case may be. I blame the system at hand. I blame even our mayors. I blame a lot of things that play a part in that. But we have to get back to a community because we all we got. I keep saying these things. We are all we got when it comes to education, re-education, uh, really like real entertainment, wholesome entertainment. We know our experience. We know what makes us laugh. We know what makes us tick. We know what pisses us off. We understand each other. It don't matter too much where you've been brought up. Then there's some slang and dialect differences from the south to the north to the east to the west, or whatever the case may be. Some scenery differences, but a lot of the experiences are the same. Sometimes certain foods are different. Certain things might be eaten down in South Carolina that might not be eaten in New York. Or certain things we might do in DC, they might not do, what I'm saying, in the Midwest. However, overall, we share that innate DNA that makes everything come together when we operate as a community on one accord. DC Mumbo Sauce, Frank Murphy, that's a fact. Mundo, hit that like button. Boop, up. While you at it, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching from over on X, on IG, Facebook, Twitch, or whatever the case may be, come on over here to YouTube and subscribe to your boy. It don't cost you Nathan, but hit that thumbs up. Boop, up. And after you subscribe, more importantly, hit that notification bell, something like this. Bing, 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 so you be in the know whenever the Good Morning Gang morning show drop.
What?
Whenever Feel the Love Friday drops. Whenever the Tap In with Big Phil Speaks drop. Or anything else that I decide to put on this Big Phil Speaks channel. You be amongst the first to know, but make sure you hit that drop down and pick all. Because even with that, sometimes YouTube is tripping, huh? And we want to get around every barrier or whatever. By this time next year, it's gonna be a whole nother situation. I'm decreeing and declaring that right here, the 29th day of May, 2026. Feel me on that one though. I'm gonna move on with the move on, right? What is this one? Okay, I'll wait for that one. That's kind of long. I thought that was dope or whatever the case may be. This next story, listen, listen. This stupid ass law, not a lawyer, law enforcement officer, this police officer makes the most idiotic declaration, accusation, and mistake on this earth. Y'all may or may not have seen this video going around IG or X, but or maybe you haven't. But this Bama blames this woman for the unthinkable. The unthinkable. Now the blurriness is gone. Look, won't he do it? Won't he do it, young Dresh? This officer does the unthinkable. Y'all check this Bam out, huh?
So we have court tomorrow for driving with a device in our right hand, but they just sent me the body cam footage, so I thought you guys might like a little treat before tomorrow.
Just it doesn't bother you, huh? Yeah, a lot of times it does. Maybe it's different because I'm a girl.
Hello, ma'am. Hey, good morning. I'm Deputy Gasala with the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. Recently, why you're being pulled over. The city of Lake Worth today, we're doing an operation for distracted driver, and you drove past me holding the phone with your right hand, manipulating that phone. I mean, I saw you with the phone in your hand.
So you want to just call this a day? Or?
I don't want to call it a day. You had a hand up manipulating
You just
the
said
phone.
my right hand.
Well, I thought I saw you with your right hand. You
so
had a
you
hand
didn't.
up. The right hand. I saw you manipulate.
So you didn't.
With the right hand, perhaps not, right? But I saw
But you didn't see me with my right hand.
Okay, so are you
saying that you saw me with my right hand?
I know what I just said. I know what I just said. I'm asking you now. Did you or not have your phone on your hand?
I did not.
You did not have your phone on your hand?
I did not.
Hand to God, you didn't have your phone in your hand.
Hand to God.
The other hand to God, you didn't have your phone in your hand.
Hand to God.
Cool. You got your driver's license,
Yes,
registration, and
I
insurance
do.
with you.
No, he didn't say that, Bammers. He said, hand to God. He said, you ain't got a right hand. You got one. Oh, no, Slim. His commander, his higher ups need to put him on desk duty for about a year for that Bammers. He shouldn't necessarily be fired, but he damn sure should be put on desk duty for a year or suspended for a good quarter, about 3 months. You hear me? What the hell was wrong with Bama? What's wrong with him? He's still up there arguing. Yes, the case, I will say this, the case has been thrown out. The judgment is like, if you don't get your Bama ass up out of here with that and dismiss the case or whatever. But I think he felt like an ass and he just said, I'm here now, so I got to stand on something. I got to stand on something. Ego tripping. That's it right there, Nelly Mel. All on her Disney, oh no, all on that lady DIZNIYEE. You hear me? The lady like I seen you with the phone in your right hand, lady like this. No disrespect to nobody, with a disability or whatever the case may be. But she was like, look, Slim, how I'ma hold the phone in my right, Slim? What you talking? It ain't like she had like a little contraption on the joint or a fake hand where she could, boop, 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 boop. You know what I'm saying? What she supposed to did? Just held it like this on the forearm and what? Please, again, I don't want no problems with nobody. I'm just going off the video that I was seeing. At first, I really thought this was a skit. No one should be that slow. Yeah. His listen, everybody in his police district should have been joning his ass out like, "You's a dumbass." They should have gave him a blanket party. If y'all know what a blanket party is, they do it sometimes in, fraternities, they do it at camp, and they do it, in the armed forces. When you're messing up and you get everybody else in trouble to where they gotta do push-ups and PT, physical training, and all the things, get punished. They come out, they creep up at night with the blanket and put the blanket on you and start punishing you with socks filled with clothes or socks filled with soap. They ain't trying to kill you, but they trying to knot you up real good across your body. They should have gave him a good old blanket party for doing some Bama ass shiggity like that. His paycheck wasn't hitting, so he needed some extra money on his paycheck. Yeah, he said, "I'm gonna get some court time." Yeah, a friend of mine, father was a police officer in DC. I've told a couple stories about it, and they would talk about the OT that they would get from cases or whatever from having to go to court. That's probably what that Bama was on. He's like, "Shit, I got a mortgage coming up, and yeah, I got a baby on the way. How the hell can I get into court? Whip, whip, yeah, let's get this car right here." And the partner should have looked at him like, "Really, Bama? What is you doing?" The partner was smart though. The partner stayed off the camera, off his what's it, body cam and everything. The partner was like, because you heard him talking to his partner when they got out the car. The partner said, "Oh no, I'm gonna stay my ass back." He probably seen the nub and said, nah, nope. You ain't messing my career up with this. You ain't messing my career. Trying to meet that monthly quota. Yeah, on the backs of some bullshiggery. The hell is wrong with him? With your dumb bam ass. They definitely should have jumped him out. They should have made him want to take off, take a sabbatical or medical leave or something. Go see a therapist. And he sit there arguing. No, I seen you. I seen you. And she like, Slim, how, Slim? Then he tried to switch it up. Well, it was a hand. Okay, so you saying the she was in the steering wheel like this and shut your ass up. And again, I'm not making fun of nobody's disability. I'm not. I'm not. But what I am saying is what he did was very asinine and very rude. It was very asinine and very rude. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna keep pushing. It just shows how they be lying all the damn time. Charlie Hustle, that part, definitely do. He should have been embarrassed to even finish writing a ticket or even go to court. Yeah. And that's another thing. He should have his commanding officer said, "Oh no, you're gonna take your ass to court on this one. Or you gonna go. You're gonna stand on the fact that you wrote this Bama stuff up." Because they probably looked at the cam footage and everything was like, "Oh, hell no. This Bama gonna have our department looking like the running joke of the state." But I'm gonna keep it pushing though. I'm gonna keep it pushing. But shout out to the body cam being on, and shout out for being caught, and shout out to her getting that thing dismissed. And he needs some punitive damages for that Bama stuff. Take an early retirement. That's a fact. They need to have him work traffic lights, something easy. He could have just apologized. Sorry, it was a nub, not a phone. Laughed and walked away. Charlie Hustle, you trying to get me in trouble, Charlie Hustle. You trying to get me. And Charlie Hustle, they already on my DIZNIYEE. What you trying to do to me, Charlie Hustle? They already on my DIZNIYEE. Big Phil this, Big Phil that. I love Big Phil. I hate Big Phil. It'd be all that. But in the words of Maya Angelou, and still I rise, and still I rise. Just life was goody like the mob. Salute. Listen, shout out to that young lady for keeping her composure because I probably would have wanted to cuss that officer out. You bad man, you see my I would have, boy, I would have gave him the business. The police academy is always hiring if anyone needs a job. Demetrius, Gully, because guess what? That Bama gonna be training other officers to do the same Bama ass ish he was doing. We don't need him training no damn police officer. Now to clean up after the trainees, do they PT and all the things. Yeah, hire him to be, clean up the damn facility or something. That about it. That about it. But I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna keep pushing. Listen, he new to the force. He had to says the well, he failed. Notorious. Hey, not good morning, Mr. Button Up. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I started to have it all the way open. I was feeling, I said, "Yeah, they all on my DIZNIYEE. I should have came up here shirtless on their ass, huh? But I ain't gonna do all that. I ain't gonna do all that. I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems. But this next man found a creative way to thumb his nose at his ex that he has to pay alimony to. I don't know if y'all seen this story on that. Say, oh no. Yeah. I don't know if y'all seen this video or story on these internet streets, but when I saw it, I said, uh-huh, this right here is one for the books. This one here is right for the book. Man finds a clever way to get his get back. Y'all watch this. It's real. Viral after putting wedding photo of new wife on the checks that he wrote that he had to write for alimony to his ex-wife. He like, girl, okay, you can have this money, but I'm living my best life. And he got a look, and he got a gorgeous wife. His wife gorgeous to the mug too. He like, yeah, yeah. You thought you was doing something, huh? You can take this little chump change. I'm the winner. I won the lottery. You hear me? Yeah, I won the lottery. Now that's different. That's different. Yeah, Notorious said my kind of petty. You feel me? Yeah, he was like, yeah, uh-huh, uh-huh. Oh, you want some alimony, huh? You gonna get an alimony and a surprise, huh? Look at this gorgeous young tenderoni. Tenderoni looking like a caramel sundae on Monday. You hear me? Huh? Take that with you. Sweet tea in the morning. He's too much. Hey, sexy sugar mama, eat that. Hey, listen, it's a little warm today. Charlie also said, I like his petty. Yeah. The villain said, that's fire. Listen, I'm just saying, instead of instead of getting pissed off, he did something that probably peed her off or pissed her off. Damn it, Jim. I saw that. I said, aha. Now it's gonna be somebody say, nah, he shouldn't have did that. He shouldn't have did that. Why he had to stoop to her level and all that. And man, that man gotta pay some alimony. Let him go on and put his new boo-boo bun thing, significant other and wife on his check, huh? And send that payment on over here. Here, alimony. Here, take that, huh? While you at it, you looking at us living our best life. I ain't going back and forth with you. No. Salute to that guy. Listen, in the day and age where we not even using checks all like that no more, I thought that was brilliant. I thought that was every time she opened that what you call it from, yeah, my payment. Oh, I got to look at them. I got to, and she probably, nah, I ain't gonna speculate whether she bitter or not, because that's a whole nother conversation. And I don't want no hate. I get enough hate as it is. So I'm gonna leave it alone. But shout out to Slim, shout out to him and his 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 ingenious way of getting his get back, non-violently, non-abusively, non-intrusively. You know what I'm saying? Because he got to send a check. Got to send a check, and I guess he has to send it to her. So what better way to send it but than to send us right along with the package? I think I would do that. I think I would do that. Like, come on, babe. Yeah, let's send this. Let's send our wedding picture. Put it on the damn check, and send that thing out, huh? She probably doesn't even see the picture. She just signs it, and keeps it. No, she probably opened the mail and just be like, I'm just gonna turn this over. Okay, yeah, it's on the back and side. But when she first got it, she probably was like, oh no, he did. Oh no, he didn't. Probably got on the phone with her good girlfriend. You ain't gonna believe what Cletus did. Cletus just sent me a check with him in that beard. He just sent me. How dare him send me a check with their face on it? And the girlfriend probably looking at her like, ain't you over him? Why you worried about it? You got your alimony. Fuck him, girl. Fuck him. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Listen, but some people don't get over things like they say they do. I do know that some people don't get over things that they say they do. It all depends on the size of the check, though. $4.59 alimony. Have at it. Plow! But they do look like a nice couple though. Main man and his new wife look like they having their best life. I ain't mad at it. I'm mad I didn't think about that first. Ladies, How many of y'all would have been upset if your man had to pay you alimony and that check he had to physically send you a check or money order? He opted to send you a check, and his new boo boo bun thing or his spouse is in the flick with him. How many of y'all gonna feel away? I want y'all to be honest. I want y'all to be honest now. How many of y'all gonna feel away? Or some of y'all gonna be like, "Psh, I ain't tripping off that. Got my monies. Send her a check with the wedding cake with foods and just seeing him happy every time she opened that check is fire. That part right there. Like what you thought was my downfall was the opening for my blessing. You hear me? Oh damn, the check costs more than he right. Damn it. No, I was making that number up. I don't know how much that damn money is. You say you wouldn't be upset? I could dig that. Tiffany said, "Psh, just make sure my money get there. Look, just keep them coming. Yep. As long as my money is hitting when it's supposed to hit, have at it." But 9 times out of 10, something happened to spark that, right? Because even if it was a messy breakup or whatever the case may be, 9 times out of 10, as long as there's some maturity in the situation, somebody ain't gonna do all that. So something must have happened. Something must have went on, or the ex must have been. I ain't gonna say kept pursuing him. Maybe had kept having stuff to say about him and his life and all these things. And he was like, "Oh yeah, you want me miserable and bitter like you, huh? Watch this. Put it on the check. Here you go. Have at it." It all depends. She may have upgraded too. She just didn't mean. Could be. Could be good because the alimony checks stop when you get married. I think in all cases or maybe most cases, but the alimony stops when the person getting alimony gets married or whatever. What they call it, because there's some cases where men get it. It's called palimony, I think, or something like that. Same thing. Anyway, moving on, moving on. Former champion, former champion, championship boxer slash internet crash out slash streamer has something to say to all of us that's in his biznayee in all of his latest occurrences and antics and things. He got a message for. I'm gonna let us hear the message first, then I'm gonna speak on what I want to speak on. Adrian A.B. Broner.
I'm being honest. I don't owe y'all shit. I'm doing this shit for me this time, bro. This next one for me, bro. For me and my motherfucking babies and my family, bro. If you don't respect that, fuck you, nigga. I gave y'all my life already, bro. I gave y'all everything until I went broke, nigga. I gave y'all everything until I went broke, and then y'all stopped fucking with me. Nigga, that's what happened. If we gonna be honest. I gave y'all everything. When I went broke, y'all stopped fucking with me. All the celebrities, everything, nigga. But now that I'm back popping, niggas acting like they fuck with me again. Niggas acting like they want to come around again.
Let me say this. Adrian A.B. about billions Broner. Your moniker has gone from about billions to about bullshit. I'm not angry or bothered at you becoming a streamer. I'm not angry or bothered about you getting to your bag or getting to your money on. What I think is asinine is how you're cheapening your legacy. Cheapening your legacy. Yeah, about billions. That's what AB stands for, but it's also his initials, Adrian Broner. You're cheapening your legacy as a champion, as a former champion. I get it. You need to eat. You need to provide for your family and all the things. I get it. However, some of your antics show the deficiencies in why you're in the place that you are Anyway, you squandered you squandered your celebrity. You squandered your championships and your monies that you made from said championship fights in boxing, period. You could have made a bag another way. If you cleaned up and stopped drinking so much and stopped doing outlandish antics, you could have been a commentator. You could have made a bag that way. Again, I'm not hating on the streaming bag. I'm not. And I've been on a couple lives with you with Queen's Flip or whatever. So I know you got a hell of a personality that's meant to be seen and heard. I will give you that. But some of the things and antics which you've been doing, ah, but who am I? It ain't for me to judge you, so I'm not gonna judge you. But brother, sometimes we all gotta look in our own mirror. We gotta get in our own mirror and look at what who we are, what we've become, or what we were. We gotta look at it all and make adjustments. It be like that though. That's life. He needs to take heed to that and polish up and get it together, AB. That's what I'm Charlie also, I'm glad you said that because that's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. You need to worry about the 19-year-old he touched around. Oh Lord. Ah. But the audacity of it though, the audacity of the visceralness of, yeah, it's about me this time. Yeah, it's about you. You making an ass out yourself. Do understand there's money out there to get, but every dollar ain't a good dollar. There's money out there to make, but every dollar ain't a good dollar. But who am I? Who am I be involved with some antics and things at times too. So I'm not fully judging the brother. I'm just saying you're mad as people stop picking up the phone and now you're saying people interested in you. They're interested in a whole nother way. They're laughing at you making an ass of yourself in a lot of ways. Then the ones that mess with you from the footage that we've seen, the ones that really rock with you, admonish you to put the cup down. Put that drink down, AB. Tank, Javante Davis, Tank. Cared enough about you. He pulled up on you, and he was like, "I'm not doing it on camera. Come holler at me. Let's talk, brother to brother, brother to brother." Because people do got a love for you, AB, but you got to love yourself enough to know your worth and value yourself. And I get it. There's been a lot of disappointment. There's been a lot of things, probably some backhandedness. People probably played you left, played you right. You've lost a lot of money because you spent a lot of money or you gambled away a lot of money, allegedly, because I don't know your full story. I think it's interesting you and your twin brother being brought up and boxing in the backyard and all those things or whatever. I think that's amazing. However, my brother, you have a story to tell. We just don't want to see you spiral all the way out of control. We don't mind some of the antics and the bullshiggery and the turn up, but don't turn up so much that you get turned out, brother. Don't be willing to do anything for the dollar. Yeah, remember he came up with Flip. Hey, Connie Baptiste, good morning to ye. Happy Friday. True, but when you have no dollars, Lord have mercy. I don't know. These streamers getting money. Maybe he's on to something until he gets back in shape. If he gets back in boxing. Could be notorious, could be. However, however, you don't want to cheapen yourself so much so that if you do get back in shape to boxing, nobody's taking you serious no more. Nobody's taking you serious no more. Because some of the antics that he does don't look good on him, and it damn sure ain't gonna look good on the sport of boxing. Some sports you can get away with more than others, and boxing probably is one of them. However, certain things, they not gonna want you around if you're doing certain things or making a name for yourself or getting certain accusations or the like. They're not going to approve your permit to fight. They're not going to approve you to fight. They're not going to want you to fight in their state or jurisdiction or whatever the case may be. I'm just saying. But I'm not no hater though. Peep Scheme said he needs the most high. Yeah. Said join MMA. I think he got a couple fights left in him. I think he do. But he gotta leave that cup alone. He has to leave that cup alone. Some be like, Phil, who is you? Who is you to even put your mouth pause on the situation? I'm somebody that's viewing and watching somebody spiral out of control, whether some of his content, all of his content, or whatever the case may be. I'm watching somebody in real time spiral out of control. It's bad enough you walk around like you Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito and twins with Dean the Great. Y'all walk around looking like y'all about to hit King's Dominion in the summer of 2026 twinning. Remember back in the days, Nelly Nails, when couples used to dress up alike, same shirt, or they had the little sayings on the shirt, same outfits going to the amusement park or the fair. Him and Dean the Great looking like they they looking they wearing the same outfits, looking like they some freak ass couple out here. What? What? It make for good jokes. It does make for good jokes. It make people tune in. So I get it. I understand it. But you also got to understand, AB, people gonna have their jokes. They gonna say what they say. If I'm not mistaken, you probably about 40 years old. If not 40, knocking on 40's door. And you out here dressing dressing like two unbad bitches that are twinning. Not too much. I'm trying to get my dude on that to do that. Oh no, Nelly, now you trying to get your man to twin with you now? I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Depending on the circumstance situation, I might wear a matching fit, with my boo boo bun thing. I might do that. But it got to be the right fit though. I ain't gonna be out here looking corny. I ain't gonna be out here looking like I'm walking around sucking on a lollipop out here. Pause. I ain't gonna do that. She said he refuses. The opportunist is going to be using AB to get their stream numbers up. That's a fact. That's a fact. Night Vision, what's goody like the mob? I'm just, she's like, Phil, shh. Is he watching? Is he watching, Jay? Tell homie I said, what's up? Or is he watching? Hey, Slim, I'll holler at you. Don't, she trying to get you to twin with her. Listen, I got your back, Slim. I got your back. He said we could color coordinate, but not the same outfit. You can coordinate. Yeah, yeah. I wear red with you. I wear red with you. I just ain't wearing matching red jerseys and whatnot. I just ain't doing that. Look. Shout out to homie. Jay, you got to take that as a W. Yeah, yeah, he compromising with you, Nay. Nelly, I said Nay. Nelly Nail, he compromising with you just a little bit. He said, listen, we are not wearing matching fitted hats, but we can wear the same, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Color coordinate, you know what I'm saying? But you ain't gonna have me down Kings Dominion looking like it's 88 out this joint. You ain't gonna have me out there looking like it's 93, you know what I'm saying? With some matching K-Swiss or some Reebok Princesses or Reebok Classics or, I don't know. I think I might be with your homie, with your man, now. I think we can coordinate, you know what I'm saying? Make it look official tissue, but I don't know, looking like grandparents. Yeah. Looking like two man. We are grandparents. Depends on the outfit for real. It kind of do. It do. It do. But we supposed to wear matching sweatpants, matching graphic tees, and matching Air Force Ones, and wear the same pants leg hiked up a little bit and all that too. Is that what we doing? I'm saying, is that still a thing in 2026? Ladies and gentlemen, let me know. Twinning with your boo boo bun thing, is that still a thing in 2026? Huh? Let me know. I'm trying to find out which one of y'all twinning out here, huh? Yeah, Jay, it's gonna be hard getting your boo thing to wear 5411, which I'm just saying, listen. Hey, you gotta understand, right? You gotta you gotta understand, right? It's one thing because you with your boo boo, one thing you ain't caring about nobody else. Yeah, I'm out here with my girl. I'm out here with my man. Whoa, we living the life. We in love. Everybody else looking at y'all like, look at them dumbass. They acting like it's 93 out here. They acting like it's 88. They acting like, yeah. They acting like they about to take pictures with Mr. G. Outside the area, I ain't gonna know who Mr. G is or was. Villa Dupree, you have a blessed day as well. But I that part of the show I don't get because they look the antics are one thing, but then they dressing like a fake ass version of twins, and it ain't it. It ain't it. I don't know if it's his idea. I don't know if it's deemed a great idea. I don't know if it's the producer's idea. But hey, it got us talking, so it's doing the job. So I ain't mad at that. I'm no hater. It's doing its job. So I definitely ain't twinning with the homie. Me and wifey gotta be on the island or cruise. Oh, Charlie Hustle, you said we gotta be somewhere where ain't nobody gonna have to know us or to see us again, huh? Charlie Hustle said, I do it, but I gotta be on a cruise on the island somewhere. Where he won't end up in some flicks where his friends will see that. What if you just so happen to be on the island and one of your homies just happened to be on the island at the same time and he see you? What difference? Like, oh yeah, I seen the brother Charlie out there in Barbados. You're gonna get a few $250 bills. Well, what the hell is $250 bills? What is that, Momo sauce? They gonna say, yeah, I seen the homie Charlie. He was out there with his lady, but guess what, y'all? They had on Bermuda shorts. They had on Bermuda shorts and Panama. Was it? What's that? Banana Republic shirts and chocolatas and sandals, matching sandals, y'all. I seen them out there in Barbados. Yeah, you lying, Slim. You ain't see Charlie out there like that. Oh, you think I didn't? Look, I snapped a picture. He ain't see me though. You gonna get a few $250 bills is crazy. Listen, but nah, shout out to that though. I just want to know, are we twin? Listen, are we twinning in 26? I might carry this over to Field of Love Fridays, y'all, which is tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Are we twinning in 2026? That sounds like a title, don't it? They new field coming later this year. Oh yeah? Oh no. Oh no. $250 bills is crazy. That even sounds odd. They got $500 bills and $1,000 bills, but you don't see them. They don't release them like that, but you would think they would release more of them. But anyway, I'm gonna keep it pushing. Adrian Broner, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Get your money. I ain't no hater. Get to your bag, get to your coin, get to your money on. But every dollar ain't a good dollar, champ. And even with streaming and all the things, there's a sunrise and then there's a sunset. So if you chasing popularity, if you want to be in the limelight of people and get you a bag, cool. But eventually that fades too. For a lot of people. Not everybody, but for a lot of people. This next story, right? This next story. Will Smith was being interviewed. He said he made a startling acknowledgement slash statement about talking to Prince the night before Prince passed, deceased, unalive, whatever the case may be. Yeah, uh-oh. He made a declaration about something they talked about that would have been monumental. It brings about a new question. Prince was already a thorn in people's sides in the industry. He already was moving like a boss, moving to the beat of his own drum. But if they would have pulled off this little situation, it might have changed the game of music as we know it. You don't know what I'm talking about? Check this out.
And I talked to Prince 8 hours before he died. I talked to Prince and he called and he was pitching. He was saying that me, him, and Jay-Z should start an entertainment company. And he said he had talked to Jay and he wanted to do it.
What?
And we talked that night, and in the morning he was gone. I don't know what that says about me.
Well, I don't think it. You have enough experiences in life. Look, things happen. Lightning strikes, and you have enough.
Oh no! I'm like, no, wait, don't call me. Don't call.
Did you hear what he said? Him, Jay-Z, and Prince to form a label, a music company together. Do you understand how huge that would have been? How huge that would have been, Slim.
What?
Shout out to Problem, Jason Martin. Do you understand how monumental that would have been? He was talking to the wrong people. Demetrius, but if that would have worked, if they would have been able to get that off the ground, and out of the three, no matter Will Smith's history, catalog, movies, and all that, no matter Jay-Z's history, catalog, music, businesses, and all that, I still think Prince was probably the strongest of the three, and even more well versed in the music industry than the three. So now it begs to differ. In the words of Arsenio Hall, things that make you go, was this part of the problem? Because if you look back, when Suge started going through his issues, when Murder Inc., Irv Gotti, rest in peace, Chris Gotti, Jay Prince, and all of them start going through issues, is because they wanted to start the first big black conglomerate distribution company, which would have messed up a whole lot of people's money. Think about it. You'd had Suge, Jay Prince, Murder Inc., Irv Gotti, and they were trying to bring Puffy on board. And some say Puffy went and spilled the beans, allegedly, allegedly. But if they could have got all of them on the same page for a distribution company, you know how many artists would have changed over to go through that distribution network? It would have been just as big as Russell Simmons and the white boy Def Jam. That's a fact. Rick Rubin, Young Dreads. Shout out to Rick Rubin. That would have been huge. And 8 hours later, I think he said 8 hours later, Prince was gone. There's a lot of stories, a lot of accusations, a lot of allegations, a lot of speculations, a lot of rabbit holes popping up, a lot of things, a lot of conspiracy theories about a lot of things. But I tell you what, there is a lot that goes on in and about this entertainment industry. It's a lot that goes on. Imma do a show about it. I might do it for the tap in because there's a lot of fake ass, fraudulent, weird individuals in entertainment. I'm talking about from the television side to the music side to the podcast side to the people that fund the industry to the participants to the all around the board. It's just a big pile of shitted on gumbo, if that makes sense. But that's for another show. But if they could have got that off the ground, Rick Rubin, yep, that was him. If they could have got that off the ground with the monies that they all three have and had in Prince's case, they wouldn't have been no new company, trying to get in the door with a small pocket. They all would have came with a plethora of experience, a plethora of contacts, some good bankroll in each one of their pockets, and the abilities to get at investors, angel investors, as well as partners, silent partners to help blow this thing up. Makes you wonder if they had to shut Prince up. It was bad enough he put Slave on his face and called the industry out for their bullshit. Bad enough he owned his masters and he owned when he passed enough music that he could release a record every year, probably past till probably 2030 since the time he passed. Musical genius. With Jay-Z and his pull, with Will Smith and his entertainment industry pull, that might have been the time my album would have been platinum. When I heard this, I was like, "Ooh." I was just this years old today when I found that out. The small hats run the entertainment industry. They will get rid of you if they feel you're a threat. That's a fact. That's a fact. Things that make you go, things that make you go, hmm. Imma move on, but Imma stay in entertainment with it. Imma stay in entertainment with it. There's been a lot of talk, a lot of things going on about the veterans of hip hop. I've spoken on Max B and his comments about Big Daddy Kane. There's been other individuals that made slights and said certain things about the OGs or whatever. A lot of youngins, I ain't gonna call them YNs, youngins in the game have no respect for the foundation or the forefathers or the people that paved the way for them to be in the business, get a bag, and do it how they do it. Y'all check out LL. He has something real pertinent to say, and I think it should be paid attention to. LL Cool J is hard as pause, no daddy. Y'all watch.
You guys might want to record this. Make sure you're recording this or screen recording it or something so that you guys get it. I don't go live a lot. I haven't really been going live since, the pandemic, but this is something that came to my attention. It came to my attention that a DJ, and I'm not going to say any names because I don't think it's necessary. A DJ basically said that, a lot of the pioneers in hip hop are, they're dusty, or how can they be the person that, invented hip hop if, they don't have a lot of money. Or if they don't look or represent like they have a lot of dough, right? Let me explain something to you and say this for you guys. Don't confuse someone's ability to develop a business model. Don't conflate. In other words, don't think just because somebody knows how to get money or fails to get money that they didn't make a contribution to the culture. No one discusses Miles Davis's bank account. We don't talk about John Coltrane's bank account. We don't talk about a lot of even rock musicians, a lot of them. We don't talk about their bank accounts. A lot of great country artists, we don't talk about their bank accounts. This idea that you have to have money or else you don't have any value is a bad idea, and it's kind of like it's a misinformed way of looking at the world and the culture. There are artists out here. First of all, let me say this. First of all, you know, like let's talk about like young artists, right? Who I love. I love the young artists. Let's be clear. I'm very much a guy who embraces the young artists. I believe in every generation. I believe in you. I care about you. Let me say this to you though. Today, you could come up with your 5-year plan, your 10-year plan, your 20-year plan. You can go find a manager, you can find an accountant, you could find somebody that means something to you, you know, to help you. You could find a team to help your career go to the next level. When hip hop first started, there were no managers. There were no accountants that believed in it. Record companies didn't even believe in it. Nobody believed in it. How can you make a 5-year plan or a 10-year plan on something that doesn't even exist yet, that people have never even heard of?
You hear me?
So just because a couple of these guys and girls and people out here made songs and made music and made contributions to this culture, or even dancers danced and made these contributions go, just because they didn't get rich, just because they weren't able to pile up millions or billions of dollars, does not mean that they didn't make a contribution to this culture. That does not mean that they didn't do something. They created an industry that we all ate off of. They created an industry that you eat off of. When you go out there and you go monetize your brand, when you go monetize your brand, when you go get your whatever and do what you got to do to build your career, when you go out there and negotiate your deals and negotiate your checks and talk tough, guess what? That money, that bread, that food that you eating was created by those same people that you disrespecting. That industry was created by those same people that you call in, you know, foul words, foul language. The people that you're referring to. So my thing is this. It's always good. It's always good to get money. It's always important. It's important. It's important to get money. I agree. I'm all about getting paper. I've been talking about it my whole career. But don't ever confuse being rich with making a contribution to our culture. Don't ever play yourself like that again. Because trust me, you playing yourself. Because without these dudes and these girls who started this hip hop culture, a lot of the guys that's out there talking tough, you wouldn't even have a career.
Oh, man.
You'd be, we'd be on the corner with a beer talking about what's the next move we gonna make. So I would say, approach this game with humility and be glad and be thankful that these pioneers, you know, exactly, slave mentality. Be glad that these pioneers help create this culture. And let's show them love. Let's elevate them. Let's celebrate them. That's why I started Rock the Bells. That's why I started this movement. So I wouldn't have to listen to foolish rhetoric about people that changed the world. These people changed the entire world. The whole planet runs on hip hop culture right now. The whole planet. Every commercial, everything you could think of is all about hip hop. And there are people out there that started this thing, and I think that they deserve to be honored and respected. I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm not gonna say no names. I'm not gonna say nothing foul. I'm not gonna go at nobody's character. I'm just gonna say, think before you speak. Peace.
Talk to him, LL.
I keep telling y'all, hip-hop came from nothing. It came from where we had to struggle to make it happen because they didn't expect hip-hop to go on this long. They didn't want us to have nothing. So they did everything they could to discredit us, even through other artists. So it takes a pioneer like LL Cool J to explain to you guys that even if we didn't have the monies that they expect you to have or be rich like they expect you to be rich, doesn't mean that we didn't contribute anything to hip hop.
Factamundo. DIZNIYEE, super. What's up? I see you in the building, part of that HR team in the building. LL speaking facts. LL watched all the dealers to get his style. Could be. Everything we see nowadays evolved from hip hop culture. It's so mainstream now, people forget who created it and where it was created. That's the problem. It's systematic of when corporations get a hold of us and our things, whether it be hip hop, whether it be our communities, all the things. They changing the names of neighborhoods to sweeten it up or make it different than what it was, or to act like they started or created it, or they birthed it, or they originated it. Like what was there first or there before never existed. Thus, these towns that have been destroyed in various places, as far as New York, as far south as Rosewood, and far Midwest as Tulsa, Oklahoma. Well, that's not that far, but you get what I'm saying. These towns, these cities, the Lake Lanier, the city, the town that was under Lake Lanier, the things that have been destroyed or changed or usurped or renamed or redistricted or gentrified, changed into something else, and they try to wipe the information from history to make it seem like, oh, it started here. Not realizing that there's still people alive that can speak to the essence of everything. LL speaking about the essence of hip hop, and these youngins and some of these rappers who are seasoned enough, supposedly, to know better, to act like people like Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, KRS-One, LL, Nikki D, MC Light, Queen Latifah, Salt and Pepper, Kwame. I can go down a big ass list, and I can go further back to Kool Herc, Red Alert, Marley Marl, Chuck Chill Out, the like. I can go down a big ass list. Grandmaster Flash, Grandmaster Caz, Sugar Hill Gang, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, Grandmaster Melly Mel and the Furious Five. I can go down a big list. To show you the importance of the foundation and the starting of hip hop. And what LL said was so profound. How do you think? Because some people look like y'all had the chance, y'all could have got to the bag, y'all could have got to the money. Back then, it was a new thing. It was an underground thing. Nobody really knew how big it would be. Companies didn't believe in the artists. Hell, the companies were jerking the hell out of the artists, or whatever the case may be. You Daz Effects, they were later on, Jola. They were, but still, yeah, I get what you say. But salute, Jola. Companies didn't believe in the artists, and nor did they want to give the artists the free reign to do what they could, or whatever the case may be. If it wasn't for the likes of Russell Simmons, Run DMC may or may not have been what they were. Russell Simmons and Rick Rubin, let me say that. Certain artists wouldn't have been put in position so that you all could run with the ball now however you see fit, as independent artists, co-dependent artists, or signed to a major label artist. If it wasn't for the founders, the record breakers, the pivotal people in hip hop, a lot of these BS ass new artists wouldn't be around, to keep it a buck. Some people say, oh, you getting old, oh, y'all old, it's our turn and all that. That's cool. But who says the door is closed on older artists from doing what they love to do and want to do? And from them from them having the opportunity to get to a bag themselves, the bag that they couldn't get to back then for whatever intent, reasons, or purposes, whether labels tried to shelve them, whether labels didn't believe in them or back them or put enough promotion into them, whether the money just wasn't there then that is here now. You have to look at that. You have to look at that. These youngins should be looking at the old heads, as they want to call them, or the OGs, as they want to call them, and glean from them to learn all the mistakes. And some of these young artists are still making some of the stupid ass mistakes that were presented to artists that didn't know no better back then. And in 2026, it's no reason why you shouldn't know the business of music, because there's so much more available now that wasn't available years ago. Documented, whether it be video, whether it be audio, whether it be in a book, whether it be from being able to reach out and talk to certain individuals that were in the culture, of the culture. Back then, there was not a lot of information. Back then, you didn't have a lot of avenues to turn to. A lot of the times back then, they were locking you into BS contracts for an exuberant amount of years. I just think that you young Padawans, y'all need to show respect and give respect. And those of you all that of a certain age, y'all that know better should do better. And those that are from the old school need to do better on their business and or the education or re-education of these young dudes. Respect need to be around the table. I remember the time when hip hop was N-word culture and music. It was accepted by a certain group of people. Slang was accepted, let alone spoken on national TV like it's our first language. Now everyone eats off the culture. These new generations don't respect the OGs anymore. That's a fact. And that's the problem. That's the problem. And it's one of the only genres of music where that is so. One of the old R&B, they can perform to their 80. Soul music to their 80. Rock and roll to their 90, 100. Blues, country, you name it, can perform till they can't perform no more. And still sometimes they get to perform. Hip hop is the only culture that eats its elders, so to speak, that pushes the elders out of the way or make them seem like they're not relevant no more, or that they shouldn't be involved, or they can't perform, whatever the case may be. Like something's wrong with the vocal cords or the voice box of the individual. Hip hop is the only art form, genre of music. Rap is the only genre of music to where the older folks get pushed to the side. But there has been a resurgence going on where the OGs are making a comeback and selling out more shows than a lot of these youngins and getting to a bag more than these youngins. Because there's a generation of people that are still around that have been missing music like the music that was put out before. And certain hip hop purists and enthusiasts and fans of younger generations that want to experience what they heard their daddies, their mamas, their aunts, their uncles, and from old video clips, what they experienced. They want to experience that. So that's happening now. But I think there's room for both. I think there's room for both. And I think everybody at the table needs to understand that. Stop this crab in a barrel syndrome, and everybody get to their money on. Majority of them labels was started by street money. If you know, you know. That's a fact, Peep Scheme. That's a fact. And a lot of the youngers is making a bag off of sampling the OG songs. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And a lot of these youngins, even though they get into a bag, they doing it in such a raw, unpolished form because there really is no A&R and no artists and repertoire. There's no preparing an artist for press, no preparing the artist to perform for stage presence, et cetera, et cetera. Some artists innately have it in them, but most of the artists don't, and they still get into the bag. But how much more money would they get to if they were a little bit more polished off? Pause. No Diddy. Sorry, I'm a criminal. I just remember some things. But you telling the truth, though. You telling the truth. I'm gonna move off of that though, but I'll say this: LL was on point, and what he said was very pertinent. This next lady speaks about going to college and having a couple classes with the infamous Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, and she has a very interesting take. It's a video about 7-8 minutes. So bear with us, and I think I'll be breaking in between or talking in between to kind of shed light on things. But what she said kind of intrigued me or whatever. Certain things that Dr. Cheyenne Bryant said about certain records not being available after a certain amount of time, and she kind of debunks that or whatever. But y'all check this out, huh?
Hey y'all, my name is Shalonda. Last name Clemente, but most people call me Dr. K. And I went to school with Cheyenne Bryant, the very same school she got her degree from. Hold on. See that? Argosy University. See that? Argosy University. Same year. Right there. Yeah. We went to school. She was already calling herself doctor. We got into an argument about it one time because the dialogue we were having in class was, do we call ourselves doctor even though we weren't completed with school? And she said she paid so that she could be a doctor. And I said, being called doctor isn't that damn important because it's no difference than anything else. What's important is the work we do. But we got into a very heated argument about it. And our instructor said, you cannot say that you're a doctor if you haven't completed your dissertation and done with school. Period. But me and Cheyenne used to get in a lot of arguments about shit. And one of the things that she said she wanted to do was, she wanted to be the next Iyanla Vanzant. So she went to a lot of her courses, studied up under her. Now, I don't know if she graduated or not, but I do know, as I just showed you, that I have my diploma. Now, what I can say is she is correct. We cannot get a psychology license with our degree because the school lost its accreditation. And that's really fucked up. It's really fucked up. So we paid a lot of money for that shit. But what I'll tell you is this. I still can, but we'd have to go back to school and do a program. And that's how we would get our degree. Can you still get your credits? Hell yeah. I had to get a job for the government, goddamn. I also am in private practice, goddamn. You can still get all your credits, your transcripts. You get access to that. You can't not get that. What the fuck is that? That's not true. So yes, she still can get it. She just lied. Now what I can say again, is she did go to school because I went with her. We were in a couple of classes together. But what I don't know is if she graduated or not. Because if she did, she'd have been able to do this. Pause.
You hummer stunting.
Funny, because when I first saw her, I'm like, I know her. Did I go to school with her? I don't know, maybe. But when she said she went to Argosy, that's when I was like, God damn. We actually did fucking go to school together, god damn it. When I tell you, goddamn, she was heavily in her shit. But we argued about a lot of shit that didn't make sense to me. But one thing I can say is this. What really pissed me off was the Cam Newton thing. Because instead of her saying something as simple as, a father's presence or lack thereof in a child's life is very impactful. And if you're not in the house with your child, it's going to impact your child. Your presence in the home is important. Every other weekend is not enough. You need to physically be present in the home. Why? Because the image of you is so important. If you have daughters, then you know what's going to happen? They're going to pick the wrong man because you weren't there. You weren't there to tuck them in at night. You weren't there, period. So I'm not saying that picking your child up on the weekends is negative. What I'm saying is your full presence in the home is important. Your full presence. Picking them up on the weekend is not enough time.
She's right. She's right. She's absolutely right. I could have played more of the video, but it was long. And I didn't want to drag it out too much further. But she said, yeah, I definitely went to school with old girl. And we got into an argument, discussion, debate back then, because she was calling herself doctor before even graduating or whatever. She said, I don't know if she graduated. She said, but I know I did, got my diploma, but she said she could shut up a lot of people's mouths by doing what she did and show her diploma. I don't know. I'm still on the fence about Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. I know in this world, a lot of people aren't what they say they are, or whatever the case may be, and some are more than what they say they are. Some people say that this whole thing isn't important with her, and some people say it's very important with her. And I would say this: on the one hand, it is important because if you're portraying yourself as somebody that should be an expert in a field or whatever, and you're lying about something as small as a doctorate, then what else are you lying about? But on the flip side of that, if she is a doctor, whether it's an accredited school or a school that lost its accreditation or whatever the case may be, she's still a doctor, right? I think experience can speak more than schooling can as well, as far as on the job experience. However, if you're presenting yourself as this renowned expert in this, that, and the third, and you don't have the credentials or experience or the resume to back it up, then that's when that becomes a problem. I'm just saying. But I'm going to leave that one alone. There's a lot going on these internet streets. Y'all see what the title of today's show is? All on my DIZNIYEE. What I notice is that in my little old position, little old arena of things, that a lot of people pay attention, right? Some for the right reasons, some for the curious reasons, and some for foul reasons, right? And it ain't the people that's watching for right reasons or curious reasons. It's the ones that watch for the foul reasons, like looking for me to fail or looking for what I'm not doing right. Marquise Betts, salute. Looking for what I'm not doing right, looking for what I'm doing wrong, looking for where my life ain't where it should be, or looking where they feel like my life is overly inflated or whatever the case may be. Look, paying attention to what I'm doing, and they're in the same arena, but they're not paying attention to what they're doing. Or they're presenting themselves so reckless and foolish to the point that they're so consumed with me and others that they're not paying attention or honing in on their craft. Maybe because they're afraid to step out on faith and do something more with their craft and career, i.e. start a real show or podcast, to be more active in doing content that means something. So what I've noticed is some people be miserable with how things are going for them, and or get jealous of the things that you're doing and why you get to do this or why do you do that, that it just don't sit right in their spirit. To the point they just get irritated with your presence. Or they want to make a name off of your name, off your back, or the things that you do. Or they want to point out every flaw that you got, disregarding and acting like every flaw that they got don't exist. Just spiraling out of control. And it'd be funny to me because, like I said, I'm a lot more humbler than I either need to be or should be, or maybe just as much as I should be. But it's funny to me because as much as they esteem to be the teacher's pet or liked by everybody, I just esteem to be present. I esteem to just show what it is I can do and hopefully reach somebody in the midst of me talking. To give enough variety and enough of myself to either keep you all tuned in and or supporting or both. Because there's a difference between being tuned in and supporting. There's a big difference. But I find it funny, right? When people get all on my nutsack, they be all on my DIZNIYEE, worried about Big Phil Speaks. When Big Phil Speaks is just worrying about making Big Phil Speaks a better man than he is today, tomorrow. That's it. Seeing how can I be heard in more rooms, in more places, in spaces than he's heard today. All while not worrying about or salting what somebody else is doing. All while wanting to see other individuals win, no matter how flawed or foul they are. I see the talent and the good things in people, even if they don't see it in themselves, and genuinely want people to win. But some people don't know how to want it for themselves. But look at me or look at others and be like, how dare they? Or who the hell they think they are? Want to throw up your shortcomings or maybe where you made a mistake or did something wrong in your face, but will go off the rails if you mention their shortcomings or where they fall short. It's the irony of it all. It's the audacity of it all. I look at it like these internet streets, the various forms and ways in which people market, promote, present, do content, show themselves, etc., has broken a seal on a big, vast pit of wickedness, mental illness, miserableness, and people say they want more or want to do better, but genuinely want to grab hold of your ankle and pull you back down to where they at or from whence they came, or want to not let you clasp your hands so they can get a help up. They would rather stand on your neck and your back and your head to surpass you in a negative way, that is. Same thing he accusing you of doing was the same thing he was doing, if you know what I'm talking about. That's a fact, young Drez. You might have to play hating on me at the end of the show. Just I started to, but I'm not. I started to. I didn't even load it up to do it or whatever. But it's just funny to me. It's funny because at the end of the day, as content creators, as podcast hosts, and all the things, we should all want to esteem to do better, to become more, to be great in our own light, in our own fields or whatever, right? But one thing I'm not gonna do, yeah, I can critique others and what they do and what they don't do. Judge a tree by its fruit, that is. But I'm not gonna be overly consumed with what somebody else is doing. It don't make sense for me. If it's something that I see in somebody and I know that is working for them or is smart, intelligent, or innovative, I'll pay attention, listen, learn, watch, glean from it, take from it what makes sense to me or might work in what it is I do, tweak it, make it my own, and pay homage at the same time. And learn from what I feel like they're doing wrong and try my best to stay away from it. But what I'm not gonna do is worry about how much money somebody else is making, what attention they getting, what acknowledgments they get, what opportunities they get, what woman or man likes them, loves them, lusts over them. None of the things. On the contrary, I'm gonna congratulate, have at it. You feel me? Do your thug thizzle. Get to that manyan. Salute to you in that opportunity. But it's foul because a lot of those people don't and won't do the same things for you. And it's all good though. When I'm on space, I want to come there and say something because when you sit back and looking in, I'll be like, Phil, say this. But see, that's sometimes, Dad, sometimes you gotta let them play themselves. And I'm very strategic, so I'll sit back and I'll listen, Daz. I'll listen and I'll let them act like they won. I'll let them think like they got over till I'm like, okay, you finished now? It's my turn. And then I'm gonna let them have at it and show them every which way but loose how they're flawed in their thinking, flawed when they think about me, or effed up when they thinking they could play with me. And that's how I come out on top each and every time. It ain't that I got 9 lives. I just got one hell of a good life. You hear me? And I know God got his finger on me. He might not got his whole hand on me just yet, but he got his finger on me. And that's all I need to make sure I keep pushing. You feel me? You might need to play Milfy Killer to get your point across, Ron. Listen, my thing is this, right? Sometimes I think people think I'm in the way for them doing better in their life. And I'm like, I'm not in your way. If anything, I could be a help to you, but I'm never going to be in your way. I'm never going to stand in your way. I'm never going to worry about whether or not you succeed or overpass me or surpass me, rather. I'm not going to worry about none of that. I'm going to wholeheartedly congratulate you. I'm going to wholeheartedly give it up, pause, as if it was me that was getting that accolade, that shine, that look, that opportunity or whatever, because that's how I am. And that's the problem. Some people ain't built like that. Some people wasn't raised like that. Some people have strayed away from the teachings that they do know. Y'all are bugged out in the comments. My thing is this. The amount of time people take to be all on my nutsack, to be all on my DIZNIYEE, they could be taking that same time to perfect their craft and get where the hell they need to be in life. They trying to get you off the island, Phil. They can't get me off the island because in the island, I am an island. That's the thing. And if I wanted to leave the island, I got to way off the island. They can't even get off the island. They stuck on the island. They like Gilligan in there. They stuck on the island with nothing else to do. I can either get in my boat and leave the island, or I know how to create put together another boat to get off the island, proverbially. A lot of these Bammers don't know what to do with themselves. K-Mo the Virgo, good morning to ye. I'm over on YouTube. Put a name on the bullet. The clip ain't long enough. Peep Scheme, the clip ain't long enough. Pause. Young Steve, you sound dumb. You sound stupid. I listened, excuse me, just this morning. Shout out to Mail Page. I just listened back to me and Bread's back and forth. If you listen, I got out on him on that space too. You pay attention. There's not been one time in history where Bread has really outdone me or overdid me. And I think that's a problem for him. I think it is, or whatever the case may be. And I do see some greatness in Bread, but he got to see it for himself. He got to see it for himself. Fields Island is crazy. That part, huh? Got the calico with the extendo, and it still ain't enough. The point being is this, because I know they watching. I know certain ones is listening. Stop being so worried about Big Phil and do you. Because what God got for me is for me. Just like what God got for you is for you. I can't snatch your blessing away from you. You can't snatch my blessing away from me. The only one that can mess up any blessing for me would be me. Just like nobody can mess up a blessing for you but you. Now, if you want to peek into my world or pick my brain on things that I know or whatever the case may be, I've already offered the opportunity to, to tell you whatever I know or to help you get your thing going, Bread. However, to try to do it in a negative light, it ain't gonna never work for you, bro, because you're not built like that verbally or anything else to even go down that lane with me. You're not. It's not. But still got love for you, bro. You can still be great. It's all good, Jay. Talk about some other mess. People all on my nutsack. Nelly Nell, Jay, they don't know me like you do. They don't know the good feel, the bad feel, and all in between feel. They don't know. See, Nelly Nell, they think that I'm an act or a gimmick. They don't know that I stand on everything I say. Jay, they don't know that I'm really with the bullshit if it comes down to it. They don't know that I really get outside and get in the field if it comes down to it. They don't know that the laughing and joking and the things that I say and do has always been me. They don't know. They think this is an act. They think this is some kind of just public persona. They don't know that all the things that make us feel are really feel. And I just rather be the teddy bear than the grizzly bear. But I'm built for either or, if that makes sense. They don't know, Nelly now. They don't know. Young Steve, I ain't never fumbled nothing in my life. Even if it looks like it's fumbled, it still be right there if I so choose. Stuck on begging for co-host Island is crazy. You said, who is they? I'll let them know. They ain't even important to be named, Nelly Nell. It's just funny. They just don't know. And I laugh at it. I laugh at it because I'm like, in some ways, they don't know who they dealing with. But at the same time, I like I guess I'm a little off because I like the effery of it all. I just be sitting back. I think I posted something to that effect. I like to play sheep amongst a room full of wolves, lions, and bears. No. I said I like to play sheep in a room full of wolves till I have to show them the lion that I truly am or whatever. I like doing that. Mark 718. Oh, so what's goody like the mob? Indeed they are. Indeed they are. Shout out to Sugar. Yeah, poor Sugar. Shout out to Sugar Wooga Booger. Listen, hopefully y'all come back to see me tonight. Hopefully y'all come back to see me tonight on Feel the Love Fridays. We turning up. It's grown and sexy conversation as only we can do it. As only we can do it. So make sure you tap in and tune in 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Same bat channel, same bat time, huh? Until then, I'm about to get up off here. I got to go get to some manyan. But yeah, Mark, they don't know. They don't know. And I'm not nobody. I'm just me, little old me. But I am Big Phil. I am who I say I am. For whatever that means to whoever it means. However, smile, ladies and gentlemen, because you never know what it might do for somebody, including yourself. Huh? I shaved too, so I'm feeling extra smiley today. Huh? More importantly, love on somebody on purpose, with purpose. Last but not least, I'm not anti-you. I'm pro-me with an emphasis on building we. Let that marinate in your melon. Till the next time we can chop it up and have a tay-to-tay. Until that day, I'm a holler. There said, Phil, my auntie say she coming up tonight sexy. Yeah, okay. Dez, you about my age, so I don't know why you acting like I'm a hella old or some shit. But anyway, I holler, Mark, salute. Yeah, y'all have at it. You can't have at it no more, huh? I'm definitely do me. As for the rest of them, stop gaslighting my DIZNIYEE, huh? Don't let that go over your head. Pause. No, Daddy.
We're one big happy family. One big happy family. Hey, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you come back again. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It's GMG and Big Phil speech.
Y'all get out of here. Y'all go be great. You feel me? I holler. Peeps, get you bugged out for that one. Y'all have